I'm saying this now with respect. I know you think you're doing your jobs, okay? I know they think they're doing their jobs, folks. We need to pay attention here. We have all a constitutional right to enter this courtroom and to speak, if required, as friends of the court, if there's something that we think is wrong is going on, which we've done earlier today. The result of this was that County Registrar Fintan Murphy exited the courtroom, called in Garda Síochána, and there were 2 or 3 attempts to get us out of that courtroom. Eventually, they've succeeded by rescheduling the hearings in another courtroom. We have all now come down here to enter this courtroom, which is our right. Which is our right. Now we are being prevented from entering legitimately entering a courtroom by these individuals here at the moment who happen to be members of Garda Síochána. Now, we have to put you formally on notice, guards. Now, I'm saying this with respect to you. I don't mean to be antagonistic, right? But the facts are the facts. You are now committing an offence as against the administration of justice. You're committing an offence against our Constitution. And technically, we are within our rights to ask you to surrender into our custody and come with us to the Garda station to answer for this. Now, will you do that? Can I ask you, just Sergeant, if you could? This is.
You're not above the law, either, Sergeant.
No, you're not. You're obliged.
We can affect the citizens.
You're obliged. You're obliged, Sergeant. This is Sergeant James Malone. Yes. I'm asking you, Sergeant. Will you now please allow us in the courtroom?
We had an issue upstairs. The court is disrupted.
The
court is disrupted upstairs.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, I'm sorry.
Has a complaint been made?
You weren't there. If a complaint has been made, arrest us. If we have done something wrong, name the charge, and we will comply with it. But we know, everyone here knows, there was no offence committed upstairs. We spoke some objections to Mr. Murphy holding court upstairs. We gave 3 legitimate objections. Number 1, that the citizens do not agree with what the banks are doing and we are the shareholders. Number 2, that Mr. Murphy is in a seriously conflicted position because he gets a commission from the banks on every repossession that he makes as a private entity, as a sheriff. So he can make orders as the county registrar, which he then materially benefits from, financially benefits from. This is a serious conflict of interest. It makes a laughingstock. It makes the whole judicial system a nonsense. And finally, there are criminal complaints already lodged against County Registrar Fintan Murphy with the local Garda station, which we have been told by Garda headquarters are being actively investigated for offences against the administration of justice. So therefore, that's another reason why Mr. Murphy, if he had the right attitude and was doing the right thing, he would step aside and allow somebody else to take these hearings. Now that's our objections. There's nothing illegal or wrong with that, guys. And right now, and I say again with respect, again, we're not trying to be antagonistic. We know you're in a tough spot. But you are committing an offence now against the Constitution by preventing us from entering a courtroom and preventing us to listen to what's going on and to have our say legitimately under the rules. So we're going to ask you again, now this is, I don't know, the 4th or 5th time we're asking you again, but on the record, the 2nd time, members of Garda Síochána, please, we've got Garda James Malone, Sergeant James Malone, Sergeant Derish, I don't have a first name, and Garda Katie Conlon here, and we're asking, backed up here by Garda Declan Glynn and and Garda Mark Walken, and we have another of our friends here. We'll get his name in a moment. Now we're asking you, there's 5 of you, 6th one over here. Are you going to abide by the Constitution and allow us to enter a public courtroom? Please give us a yes or no.
As was stated, if you have an involvement in this court.
That's not your choice.
No, that's not. You cannot decide.
That's not your call, Sergeant.
Yeah, that's a no.
Who has an involvement in this case?
It's not your call, Sergeant.
That's a no.
Our involvement is we are members of the public.
I'm a concerned citizen, and I have a vested interest in that court.
We all have. It's not disorder. The disorder that's going on is the illegal acts that are being committed under the auspices of a so-called county registrar's hearing.
Why are you not carrying out your duties and arresting
That's
that
the man.
man?
He should be arrested. Yeah.
Why are you choosing to blockade us and not arrest the person who's perpetrating fraud?
Where's the offence that's been committed?
If you start us entering a public
is this political policing?
Our democracy is gone completely.
Yes.
And there's going to be far-reaching implications, you know.
Where's the order that the judge had down? Where's the order? Sergeant, can you produce the order, please?
No answer.
No, that's the
Okay.
dog.
So, okay, guys. Well, finally, as I said earlier, now we've invited you once. I'm inviting you a 2nd time to surrender yourselves into our custody, please, because you are now breaking the law and you are breaking the Constitution. We have a right in these circumstances, offences against the administration of justice. We have a right as citizens to initiate citizens' arrests. Will you accompany us voluntarily, please, to the local Garda station, and let's deal with this over there in the proper location? Now, will you come with us, please?
Answer.
Come on.
Sergeant Malone, will you come with us?
No.
Sergeant Darish, will you come with us? Garda Conlon, will you come with us? Garda Walkin, will you come with us? Who's the other guard? Oh, he's gone, is he? He's gone. All right. Okay, so we've had a flat refusal, guys. It's as clear, black and white as you get.
Yep.
We're being blocked entry into a public courtroom. We're not being given any reasons. There's an allegation that there was disruption or something. Well, if there was, who is being arrested? There's none of us have committed an offence.
We are now living in a dictatorship. That's the only way to see it.
These people should be arrested at their
These are
private
politicians.
residence.
These aren't guards.
Yeah,
At their private residence, these people should be arrested.
Yeah.
I believe these are politicians in disguise because they are not Gardaí. If they were a Gardaí, they would not be preventing public access to a court.
Yeah. You understand that?
Are you under political instructions?
Well, of course,
No.
to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Just for the record, has a complaint been made against any individual here? Will you acknowledge my question?
Sorry, you are?
Excuse me.
Your
So-
name is?
No, sorry, I'm asking a
not
question.
obliged to
Don't mind me.
identify himself.
I'm a member of
He
the public.
doesn't have to identify
We've been
himself.
nice enough to give our name.
Yes, I know. That's good of you.
You're a public servant. You're a public servant, and you are supposed to do so.
So I'm
Yes.
asking your name?
Excuse me, I've asked you a question for the last 5 minutes and you've ignored me. The question is, has a complaint been made against any individual standing here?
Complaint of public disorder has been made this
Against who?
morning.
Against who?
Against people who are in the court.
Who?
People, name the people.
In the court this morning, you know that public disorder.
I didn't see any individual
People impeding the
causing
process
committing
of
an
the court
offence.
that was sitting this morning.
If they commit an offence, why didn't you arrest them?
Yes.
Yeah, it's your duty to arrest anyone that commits an offence.
The legal proceedings proceed here today.
Why didn't you
And there's
arrest
going to be
them?
no further public
You
disorder.
are here to
If
protect
the
the
disorder,
people,
why
not
didn't
to
you arrest
protect
them?
what's going on in there. You are now protecting the banks and the likes of that. You're here to protect the people. Why aren't you protecting the people?
That's the question. Why aren't you doing that?
You're not doing the Gardaí any favours
Who
because
do you
this
work
is
for?
not in.
You work
this
for
is not in
us,
the interest
not
of the Garda,
them.
of policing, of proper
Okay,
policing.
folks, yeah, one second. There's 2 points to make. Just first of all, yeah, before everybody dissipates. Number one, we are under an obligation. I can't quote chapter and verse here, but there is a section where if we know a crime is being committed, we are actually obliged, under the new whistleblowers charter and legislation, we're obliged to report it. Now, what I'd like to do is maybe move into the back room over here. Those of you that like to come with us, we'll come in and talk about what we're going to do about this, guys. But my suggestion is that we immediately go round to the Garda station and launch a criminal complaint against the guards here position who are preventing us from entering a public courtroom. And we'll take it from there.
Have a meeting, have a chat first.
We can go over here because obviously we're not short of physically lifting them out of the way. We're not getting in here. So if we go over here, well, we can talk about that further. Should we do it over here and decide what's the best thing to do?
Yeah.